Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel for an episode of our FC24 Manchester City career mode in Season 3 here with Manchester City. And with a game in hand on Manchester United and Newcastle United, we sit top of the Premier League table, 11 points clear of second place. Newcastle City are flying up there with Newcastle United, Manchester United, Spurs and Villa, Liverpool as well, battling for a top 4 position. The Premier League title, I think there's no doubt where it's going. It's surely heading to Manchester City. Down the bottom, there is Blackburn Rovers, Millwall and Brentford. Burnley could get dragged into that relegation battle with Everton, with Fulham, with Leicester, maybe West Ham United as well. Arsenal, Mikel Arteta's Arsenal now in 10th, Chelsea in 7th. Some really poor performances from teams throughout this Premier League season. As for us, today's episode, the month of February, which is a leap year in 2026, so only 28 days, is 4 straight games. West Ham away, Burnley away, Spurs at home, and Monaco away in the Champions League. That is flashbacks to the history of Monaco in the Champions League, where City got knocked out. Remember killing MBAPPE, Benjamin Mendy, Bakayoko, Falcao, that team, Sidibe, Bernardo Silva. Wow. 4 really good games in today's episode. This is the West Ham United side. Lafont is the goalkeeper, Mukiele, captain Mancini, Edson Alvarez and Gunter at the back 4. Devlin, partner in Souček in the midfield 2 with Doan, Lucas Paquetá and Pablo Fornals in behind, Santiago Jimenez up top. Kudus, Correia, Areola, Rico Henry, Ward-Prowse, Ings and Luis Sau on the bench. I assume David Moyes has been sacked. Because this West Ham United side, with an 85 attack and an 82 defence, have only won 2 of the last 5, lost the other ones, down in 13th position. I don't know what is going on with West Ham. We're in a bit of a winger crisis at the moment with the wide players all injured. Phil Foden, we've got obviously Yamal Musiala out, but Goyi, Foden and Doku out as well. Jack Grealish, Barco and Bob tired, so not including the side today. Savio and Eze also tired, so on the bench. This is the Man City starting 11. Ederson starts and goal with Diaz, Stones and Vardiol in the back 3. Lewis and Rodri in the midfield 2. With Matheus Nunes on the left. Julian Alvarez in behind there, putting Dal on the bench. With Kevin De Bruyne, the captain, Jan Kuto on the right and Erling Haaland through the middle. I'm sure he can play on the left, Matheus Nunes, no problem really. But it's the side we have to go with. Savio and Dala, Echeverri, Eze, Padone, Zubimendi, Akanji on the bench. It's a weakened side, but against the terrible West Ham side that are not in form. Despite winning their last 2, they're pretty far down the league table. So Matheus Nunes 4-start wide. Erling Haaland in there with Alvarez in behind. City lacking in those wide areas due to injuries, but they certainly aren't West Ham United. Ritsu Doan on one side, Pablo Fornals on the other, and the very heavily creative Lucas Paquetá in behind. It looks like a very good West Ham United side, but they are not playing well. Despite winning the last 2, they won the 3 before it. And Manchester City come out here flying high at the top of the Premier League table, looking for another 3 points. Moyes hasn't been sacked. Moyes still in charge. But his West Ham United side aren't performing for him. Jan Kuto. Rico Lewis. Diaz. Rodri. Switch of play to Jan Kuto. First time into De Bruyne. Back in behind to Jan Kuto. Pulled one across the box here for Alvarez. West Ham just get it away at Jan Kuto, causing lots of problems on that right-hand side so far. Lots of problems. Fornals. Rico. Matheus Nunes. Nunes, nice little step over. Matheus Nunes pulls it back here. Rico Lewis on the turn. Lays one off. Rodri on the strike here. 1-0 City. Thumper from Rodri on the edge of the box. And City lead at London Stadium. Good finish by Rodri. Nice play by City. Rico Lewis just lays it off. And you can't stand off Rodri on the edge of the box, can you? And they do. Lays it off to Rodri. This is an absolute cracker. Into the top corner. Thunder strike from Rodri. Manchester City take a lead here. And that is Rodri's first goal of the season. It is in 12 games. He's not played too many games this season because he got injured very early on. And since then, he struggled for form and fitness. Fitness especially. Alvarez, Rodri. He's very involved today, Rodri. Back into Julian. Mukiele with him. Alvarez, little back heel into Matheus Nunes. Mukiele trying to recover. Little back heel through to Alvarez. Rodri in the edge of the box here. Rodri up to his second of the game here. Pushed away by the goalkeeper, Lafont. But good play by Manchester City. Really good play. Crossing by De Bruyne. Alvarez for the header. Behind for another corner for Manchester City. And Alvarez is down injured now. Hopefully he's okay. Crossing by De Bruyne. Erling Haaland is there. Doan keeps it in. Gives away to Matheus Nunes in front of his own box here. Mukiele. West Ham get away with one, but there is an injury to Julian Alvarez as well. Jan Kuto. Running by the fullback. Lost it to Gunter. Poor by Jan Kuto. Fornals. Rico Lewis has gone and won it. Well done, Rico. Lewis. Haaland lets it run here. Haaland. 2-0 City. Good play by Rico Lewis. Wins it. You can't make mistakes against Manchester City because we will punish you. Erling Haaland on the end of it. Erling Haaland with a goal. Assist for Rico Lewis and great play from Haaland. Good finish. Alvarez is injured, so he's going to have to come off. Eze's tired as well on the bench. Good finish by Haaland here. I don't know how many he's got for the season now, Erling Haaland, but I think he must be in the 30s now already. And Kevin De Bruyne must be near the 20 assist record, which I want to break with him this season if we can do. Doan. Souček. Alvarez, great win by Julian. He goes one way. Alvarez. Pulls it up so well. Alvarez. Rico Lewis lets it run. Yankuto. And that is half-time. Manchester City lead by 2-0. I think Alvarez will come on for half-time. Perhaps the way we just keep playing him until he's completely done with that injury. Half-time, City 2, West Ham 0. Lucas Paquetá has hardly touched the ball. Only 4 touches all game. Lucas Paquetá. Looking for a lively second half for West Ham United. Stones with a fantastic block on Gunter. Throwing for West Ham. Stops that ball getting forward. Into Paquetá. Back down towards Chris Gunter. Here is Gunter. Stones with him. Pulled into the box to Paquetá, is it? Oh, it's Fornals. Nice play by Pablo Fornals! And West Ham United score. Clean sheet gone for City. Good play by Fornals here. And Fornals straight in. Back of the net, side netting past Ederson. First shot of the game for West Ham United. And they score it. It's poor defending from Manchester City. Pablo Fornals, the goal scorer. It's not been so good, Fornals, despite the goal. Diaz down to Rico Lewis. Rico wide to Matheus Nunes. Well played. Haaland. Matheus Nunes, lovely play by Matheus Nunes here. Back to De Bruyne. Poor pull back. De Bruyne in there. Alvarez. Kevin De Bruyne. 3-1 City. An assist for Alvarez there. And Kevin De Bruyne just gets City back in a position now where we should be comfortable at 3-1. Good finish by De Bruyne. Good win back. Alvarez into him. 2 of our goals they have come from us winning the ball back high up the field. De Bruyne finishes it off 3-1. We will take off the injured Alvarez now. For Eze. Eze comes on. He's around the same fitness of the players in the field already. An assist for Alvarez today. West Ham United 1, Manchester City 3. Wins it back. Diaz. Haaland gives it away. Rodri can't win it. A late one by Rodri. Mohamed Kudus. Chased by Matheus Nunes. Eze in there. Can't win it either. Kudus also. Vardiol beat him. Mohamed Kudus. Good block by Diaz. Brilliant from Diaz behind for a corner. Hilakar for Rodri in the midfield who made a really late one there. Wide left to Joel Ndala. Eze. Ndala. Back to Eze. Haaland. Good play by Haaland. Flattens Mukiele. Still gets it forward to Ndala here. Chased by Noni Mukiele. Young Ndala. Ndala. Into Haaland. Maximo Pirone. Wide to Yankuto. Ball in towards Erling Haaland on the volley. Oh, great play. Nice ball on the left foot of Kuto. Haaland probably should score that. He doesn't do. Ruben Diaz there. Picked up by Joel Ndala, who turns away from Mohamed Kudus. Brilliant from Ndala. That is full time. Manchester City win 3-1 away again to West Ham. When we've got a depleted squad to perform like that, I'll take it. But we needed more control in that game. We lacked control at times, especially after West Ham scored, and even after our third one, we didn't look quite at it. EA Sports give man of the match to Rico Lewis with 2 assists today. I have to agree with him. His performance was good. Very controlled in midfield. And when we took him off, we had less control, but he was losing control, and maybe because he was tired. We're always looking to improve our squad, and looking at a young player in Patrick Donjou, who's really impressed our scouts. In 7 appearances so far for Lecky, he's got no goals but 2 assists from fullback. He's a promising fullback who demonstrates exceptional power and pace as well. He combines defensive solidity with dynamic attacking prowess, displays excellent ball control, accurate crosses, a strong defensive-minded mindset, a rising star of immense potential, and he's one on the list of Manchester City for the future. With 17th place in Vincent Kompany's side, Burnley away from home next. They have won 2, lost 2 and drawn 1 of their last 5 games. Peacock Farrell is the starting goalkeeper with Roberts, McNally, Salisu and Pedrosa at the back 4. Captain Cullen, Yanal, Zarik, Koleosho and Twine in the midfield 5 with Obafemi up front. Pizarro, Onabert, Ekdal, Jordan Bayer, Amdouni, Medina and Diouf on the bench. Don't know where James Trafford is. He looks like he's been sold. Salisu is the key defensive player. No key attacking players. Koleosho and Zari with pace and skill in the wide areas. Obafemi a big physical force as well. This aside for them today then. Ederson starts in goal with Diaz, Akanji and Vardiol, the back 3. Rico Lewis and Rodri partner in midfield 2 with captain Kevin De Bruyne and Eze in front. It is Grealish on the left, Savio on the right and Erling Haaland through the middle of the bench. We've got Julian Alvarez, who only had a 5-day injury, so he's back already. Oscar Bob, Matheus Nunes, Zubimendi, Yankuto, Barco and Stones, Pirone, Echivere and Ndala miss out today. Players that we could pick from. So arriving at Turf Moor, there is Erling Haaland. 30 Premier League goals already at this stage of the season. The record is set by him, 37. Can he break it? A good start to the game for Burnley here. Down in 17th position. In a relegation battle. Burnley, once again. Josh Cullen. Too easy here. Chance to turn. Josh Gvardiol makes a nice late challenge. Given away by Rodri. That's silly from me. Diaz steps out and can't win it. Straight to the middle they go with Scott Twine. Here's Zari. Well, so far the transitions, Burnley are catching us too often. Way too often. Zari. Lewis chases. Pulled it back. Ekdal. Good play from Burnley. De Bruyne in the box here. Cross the far post. Saved by Edison. To Rodri Vardiol. Jack Grealish. Jack. Into Vardiol. De Bruyne. Through to Savio. Savio! Strike. Past the post. Grealish keeps it in. Bad strike by Savio, actually. Eze on the edge of the box now. Eze. De Bruyne. Savio. Onto Haaland here. And Haaland just can't get the shot off. Burnley away. Unlucky City. Corner. Burnley could win from this. They get a shot on target. Edison's out to it. Edison just gets there. City under pressure again. Haaland turns right into trouble. Rodri can't win that one. Chance for Burnley. Big save from Edison. There's a foul in there. And oh, this is a certain goal for Burnley from a set piece now, isn't it? Strike off the crossbar. Back out to Janelt, blocked away. Back out again, blocked away. Rico Lewis gets it away to Eze. City get away one there. Eze. Well played. Rico Lewis, Kevin De Bruyne. Right to Savio. On to Manu Akanji. Akanji into the channel to Haaland here. Haaland takes it well. Into Eze! 1-0 City, well on the counter. Burnley with two really good chances. They couldn't finish it off. Manchester City up to their end on the counter. Erling Haaland puts one on an absolute plate for Eze. Great ball by Akanji. Haaland across to Eze. It's a tap him. Into the back of the net. Easy one for Eze. City lead at Turf Moor. And a game that's been very difficult for us. Eze gets his 7th of the season. But we've struggled today against Burnley. They've been very good. Eze on the turn here. Eze. Eze on the left foot. Good block away by the defender behind for a corner. De Bruyne over it. Haaland in there. Haaland attacks it. What a save by the keeper and cleared away by Burnley. Rico Lewis back out. De Bruyne gets there. Dispossessed by Koleosho. Counter perhaps for Burnley here. Josh Cullen. Referee blows the half-time whistle. We lead by 1-0. It's been a really tough game. Burnley have been unlucky not to score, really. Rico Lewis. Rodri. Also Savio. Grealish back into Savio. Poor by Grealish. Vardiol. Rodri. Back out to Grealish. Takes it well, Jack Grealish. Nice take by Grealish. Savio. The right foot. The Brazilian who hits it with the left instead. Eze wins it. Corner Manchester City. Oh, that come off the Burnley man for sure. Unlucky Eze. Cross in. Burnley had it down. Chance for Burnley. Rico Lewis in there. Pulled down, referee. Rico Lewis fouled there. Chance for Burnley. Edison makes the save. That's the foul on Rico Lewis on the edge of the box there. Scott Twine off. It's Medina on, but that is a clear foul. Eze beaten too easily here. Good block by Rico Lewis. Eze. Well played. Vardiol into Savio. City go counter it. Savio. Another sliding challenge just by time by Medina, who's just come on the field. A late one on Brazilian Savio. A certain yellow card for the Argentinian. It is a yellow card for Medina. Eze. Right to Grealish. Grealish in. Blocked away by Burnley. Grealish back out. Vardiol. Eze. Eze still. Eze onto that right foot. Oh, what a save on the keeper again. Behind for a corner. Peacock Farrell's played very good in goal. De Bruyne in. Haaland is there. 2-0 City. It's inevitable he's going to score. 31st of the season. Assist for De Bruyne again. And it's Erling Haaland who makes it 2-0 Manchester City. Good cross in. Haaland on the end of it. Thumping header from Erling. 2-0 Manchester City. Good header by Haaland there. 2-0. And I think that is game. Burnley now got a bit of a mountain to climb really against us. Lovely one into Savio there by Rico. Savio. Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Wide to Savio. Into Haaland. Still finds Haaland here. Haaland in. It's Eze! It's 3-0 City. And it's Eze in the box. And Eze scoring. Him and Haaland have a really good connection together. Eze gets another one. Good assist for Erling Haaland. Good play. Got a bit lucky, it fell to him. Haaland fires it to Eze. One touch. Bang. Great hit by Eze, who's still firing. And he seems to be... Once Eze gets past January, that's when he really turns up, Eze. Seems to always start the season a little bit slow. And he gets to January, and then he gets going. Pedrosa. Kanji, struggling a little bit today. Vardiel going to the middle. That's a poor header by Vardiel. Straight back to Burnley here. Vardiel tries to block it. Valentin Barco, does he get it away? No. Chance of Burnley still. And Burnley do get a goal. 3-1. Poor clearance and Janelt scores. The clearance is blocked. Oh, Edison. If you want your clean sheet, Eddie, I think you've got to save that yourself. 3-1. Oscar Bob. Matheus Nunes. Back in behind to Bob. Back to Haaland here. Haaland makes it 4-1. Good play by Matheus Nunes. Oscar Bob and Erling Haaland. Haaland makes it 4 for the day for City. He brings his tally in the Premier League up to 32 goals now. Lovely pullback. Haaland scores. Nice finish from Erling Haaland. Rico Lewis for Zubimendi. That's a change I'd be happy to make. Now, how many changes we got in there? Rico for Zubimendi. Yankuto for Eze. And Alvarez for Haaland. You're out of substitutions. Little spin by Pedrosa, former Sevilla man. Burnley looking to try and double their lead, double their goal scoring tally today. 1-2 they want, or on 1 they want 2. Chance, good block by Rodri, away. Haaland, that is full time. Manchester City 4, Burnley 1. City win pretty easily. A double for Haaland takes his 32 for the season, and we've just passed the January point. How many goals are you going to get this season in all the competitions? 60 maybe, 70? Taking his game to the next level again. Well, Erling Haaland gets EA Sportsman of the match with a 9.6 rating, 2 goals and 2 assists, and that means I've got to give it to Eze with also a 9.6 rating, just to show his quality today. Eze was fantastic. He's back to his best now in that midfield role, with Grealish out on the left-hand side. Eze, a spectacular footballer. With key players such as Edison, Kevin De Bruyne and John Stones signing new contracts at Manchester City, really key players. Man City hope new contracts that they've been signed by those key players will convince Pep Guardiola himself to sign a new deal at Manchester City. 10 years already in charge of Manchester City at the Etihad, so successful. We might be on course for our most successful season ever in this year. We don't know, but currently we are still in all 4 competitions. And Pep Guardiola is out of contract at the end of the season. De Bruyne signed a new 2-year deal, on extension to that 1-year deal he signed. So it's like saying, you know what, Pep, come on. We all want to stay. De Bruyne, Stones, Edison signed 2-year-long deals is what I'm trying to say. And other players want to sign new deals as well, I'm sure. Pep Guardiola is a manager that has been the best manager in the Manchester City history. In 10 years at the club is the longest he's ever done at a club. And the players he's got, the players we're now keeping, surely Pep says, you know what, I want to stay longer. We're going to try and convince him. We'll do all we can do to keep Pep at Manchester City and get him to sign a new 2-year deal if possible. Well, guys, just look at the player stats this season. Erling Haaland, 32 goals, top goal scorer. Second place is Salah with 16. In only 24 games, Haaland's got those 32 goals. Top in assists is De Bruyne with 17. Foden was second on 10, but Foden's going to miss the rest of the season now. 17 assists, he's very close to that 20 assist record. And clean sheets wise, Pope is top with 10. Edison can get there if we've defensively performed better for the next few games. Well, City sitting top of the Premier League table. Very, very comfortable on 64 points. Newcastle United and Manchester United battle it out for 2nd and 3rd. Spurs not far off, and the side we face today is Tottenham Hotspur at home. Well, Spurs did make a new signing in the January transfer window. That was Luis Felipe from the Saudi League. So it's Vicario in goal, Pedro Porro, Rafael Varane, Luis Felipe and Luke Shaw at the back 4. Guido Rodriguez, Miretti and Højbjerg in the midfield 3. Brennan Johnson on the right, Heung-min Son is back on the left, and Patrick Schick through the middle. Emerson Royal rested, Solomon, Velez, Jonathan David, Pau Torres signed from Aston Villa, and James Maddison on the bench of this Spurs side. They have won 3 in the middle of the last 5 games. Either side, 2 losses. A loss in the last game. Luis Felipe, key defensive player. No key attacking players. You'd expect Son to be that. Maybe he's out of form. This aside for Spurs today, Edison will start in goal. It's Stones, Diaz and Vardiel, the back 3. Rico Lewis and Rodri in the midfield 2, with Eze and captain Kevin De Bruyne in front. Savio on the right, Grealish on the left, and Erling Haaland through the middle. On the bench, we've got Alvarez, Bob, Matheus Nunes, Zubimendi, Yankuto, Barco and Akanji. No Piron, no Echeverri, and no Indala either. Doku and Foden, Gohi, Musiala, all still injured. There we go at the Etihad Stadium. A big game against 4th place Spurs. City flying high at the top of the Premier League table. City, perhaps, could go on and break their points record of 100 this season as well. Spurs are a good side. In real life, got a 3-3 draw at the Etihad after some dodgy refereeing decisions and some poor defending from City. We're actually in a decent position defensively. Let's hope that continues. Savio. Oh, he spun Luke Shaw here. Brilliant Brazilian Savio. Savio. Out to Grealish. Well played, Savio. Grealish away from Pedro Porro. Referee. Why is he no free kick our way? Porro. Ball in behind towards Brennan Johnson. That's a strange decision from the referee. Brennan Johnson away from Vardiol. Vardiol takes down Johnson in the box nearly. Get away with that one. City away. Miretti, who scored against us in the Carabao Cup game here. Diaz with a block. On to Stones and back to Ederson. Oh, he's done well to keep that, Eze. He's done brilliantly there, Eze. Stones. Oh, Luke Shaw with a handball. It's going straight to Savio there. Yellow card for Diaz, but no yellow card for Luke Shaw with that handball. Right to Eze. Skips away from Shaw. Brilliant from Eze. Eze. De Bruyne. Back in. Haaland's there. Just away. Rico Lewis back on. Given away again. Oh, good move from Pedro Porro from fullback. City outnumbered in midfield now. Wide to Brennan Johnson. Against Joshko Vardiol. Pass Vardiol. Too easy. Patrick Schick. Against Ruben Diaz. He takes him down in the box. Referee says he got the ball. I thought that was a certain penalty. Eze. De Bruyne. Miretti. Good tackle. Schick with a nice turn. Højbjerg. Diaz can't stop him. Vardiol dives in. Chance for Miretti. Big save from Ederson. Massive save from Ederson. A poor finish by Miretti. Goes the outside of the right foot. Don't know why. Cross in. Vardiol down to Eze. Takes it well. Eze. Skips for the challenges, Eze. Well done, Eze. Well, he's on here, Eze. He's gone past Luke Shaw, Eze. Brilliant from Eze. Eze. Eze with a chance here. What a goal by Eze. 1-0 Manchester City. Spectacular from Eze, who's found his feet once again after a rocky start to the season. Proving his form from last year. And what a finish by Eze into that top corner. Across the keeper, Vicario. Runs all the way, beats Shaw, beats everyone on the way. Eze now hits 9 goals for the season in 20 appearances. What a goal. Manchester City 1, Spurs 0. Rafa Varane. Good signing for Manchester United, Varane. He's been very good. Højbjerg, Luke Shaw. Good play by Shaw. De Bruyne's lost him. Son. Diaz with a foul, is it? No. Lost it to Son again. Schick. Miretti! Straight down the middle of Ederson, who gets up really nice and quickly. And launched it out to Haaland. Eze. Grealish. Into Eze. Through to Haaland by Eze. Lovely ball. Erling Haaland here. Haaland tries to roll it. Savio at the far post. 2-0 Manchester City. Savio scores. And City double the lead against Spurs here. Well, Eze through to Haaland. I tried to just roll this one to the far corner. Good save by Vicario. But Savio's onto the end of it. He was waiting for it. 2-0 Manchester City. Savio pounces. Manchester City double the lead against Spurs. And now Tottenham Hotspur in a bad position. Spurs come forward here. Rico Lewis across. City making a double change to their midfield. Interesting. Miretti pulls it back. Cross comes in here. Ruben Diaz away. Ederson came for it. Rico Lewis down to Eze. Lovely feet from Eze. Eze for City. Wide to Grealish. Grealish centrally for Haaland here. Haaland's in. Grealish has found him. Haaland's not going to miss this one. 3-0 Manchester City. Game over. And Manchester City with 3 points against Tottenham Hotspur in 4th place. We are unstoppable. Pep Guardiola's created a monster. What a ball through. Haaland onto the end of it. And Vicario's never saving that one. Great goal. Assist for Jack Grealish. Changes now. Barco comes on. Matheus Nunes and many of the midfielders, Luis and Rodri, arrested for the game against Monaco in midweek. Away in France, or in Monaco. Diaz. Matheus Nunes. Lovely turn. Wide to Savio. Flicks into the near post. Haaland is there, away by Luke Shaw. Kevin De Bruyne takes it down. Stones. Flicks one over. Haaland is there. Vicario just gets there. Lovely skill by Eze. Eze in behind to Savio. First time ball in. Haaland for the volley. Eze back out, away by Spurs again. Zubimendi down. Barco. Wide to Eze. Little flick away from Varane, who lumps it away again. Matheus Nunes. Down to Savio. That is full time. Manchester City 3, Spurs 0. A clean sheet. 3 points. 3 goals. A spectacular Manchester City performance again. There is no stopping us in the Premier League. No one is going to get close. No one will get close this season. Guardiola has got it all figured out. Well, EA Sports came on a match to Edison with an 8.6 rating. He made 6 saves today. 6 good saves. But I'm going to give it to Eze. 8.1 rating. I thought he was spectacular in midfield again. Ran everything. Everything went through him. And credit to Savio as well. I thought he was also really good. Well, catching the eye in a Premier League 2 game was Kane Taylor, central midfielder playing against Chelsea. City won 3-2, and so far this season in 19 appearances, he's got 6 goals and 9 assists from central midfield. He also plays left back and anywhere in the midfield as well. A dynamic midfielder, adept at both ends, exceptional speed and strength, enhances box-to-box prowess. He is good both defensively and attackingly. Tactical intelligence shines as he reads the game effortlessly. Versatile, a valuable asset in transitions. He's good like when you have to counter-attack as well. He's got an 82 potential, the player that we signed from Aston Villa a few years ago. And he's been really impressing the youth system, Kane Taylor, and he continues to impress. And he's one that maybe Pep Guardiola or maybe someone is saying, you know what, he needs a chance at Manchester City, and I'm looking to perhaps get him some first-team football next season. Well, final game of today's episode is round of 16 action in the Champions League. You can see here some of the other draws that have been done. Barcelona against Newcastle is currently 1-1. Milan against Leverkusen. Us against Monaco, Liverpool versus Real Madrid, Sporting versus Leipzig, which is 2-1 to Sporting currently, Juve versus PSG, which is 2-0 to PSG currently, Bayern versus Fenerbahce, Bayern are 1-0 down, and Sevilla Dortmund is currently 1-1. Our game is against AS Monaco, and it looks like a lot of the big sides could get knocked out in big draws in the round of 16. That's great for us. This is the match report for AS Monaco. Play with a 3-4-2-1, it seems, with some really exciting plays in there. Very inconsistent Monaco. They've got an 80 attack, 82 midfield and 80 defence, but a win, a draw, a loss, a draw and a win in the last 5 games. Very inconsistent. Lavakovic is the number 1, with Webster ex-Brighton man, Inacio ex-Sporting man, and Danilo, the captain, ex-Juve man in the back 3. Fofana partners the ex-Leverkusen man, Andrich in there. Gerard Bowen on the right. Alan St-Maximin on the left, and it's Taremi, Maximov and Tammy Abraham up top. The likes of Bitsabishu, Bawadu, Perrin, Zakaria, Kamara, Singo and Balogun on the bench. That's a really, really attacking side. Key attacking player, St-Maximin, who's in a wide area. I don't see St-Maximin or Bowen tracking back the same, so I don't know how that's going to work for them. I think we're going to have lots of space in the wide areas. Actually, our wide players will. They're a powerful opponent, physical. They like using a low block, actually, defending in numbers. Possession, they bypass midfield and send the long balls through to, attacking players. They like to counter-attack, win the ball back, spring forward in the counter. Alan St-Maximin on the left and Bowen on the right, with Taremi, Maximov and Abraham as well. What an attacking side from Monaco. It's a side for Monaco today. Edison starts and goal. It's Akanji, Stones and Vardy on the back line. Diaz is rested, a little bit tired. Lewis and Zubimendi in the midfield too, because Diaz is also, like Rodri, tired, so they rested. Eze and De Bruyne, the captain in front, with Savio on the right, Grealish on the left, and Erling Haaland through the middle. On the bench, we've got Alvarez, Bob, Matheus Nunes, Rodri, Yancuto, Barco and Diaz, Perona, Chivede, and Adala miss out today. So final game of today's episode, it's Champions League. Round of 16 action. It's the first leg. Manchester City versus AS Monaco. Many years ago, Manchester City and Pep Guardiola were knocked out by AS Monaco in this situation, in this stage of the Champions League. City looking to make up for all mistakes, and they should do. The side currently is unstoppable. Savio. De Bruyne. Zubimendi. Grealish. In behind to Eze, and Gerard Bowen just cuts it out. Grealish's pass wasn't great, but he's back in there to win it, Grealish. Into Haaland, and Haaland lays it off to Kevin De Bruyne, and City lead already here in Monaco. 1-0 in 6 minutes, a great win back. Lovely pressing from City, pouncing on the opposition at every opportunity, and we do. Grealish into Haaland, he lays it off to De Bruyne, and Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, Erling Haaland's got everything in his game. He's not just a goal scorer, he creates as well. He creates the chance for De Bruyne, he's unselfish there. De Bruyne gets what is a goal in the 7th minute. He's second in the Champions League this season. Manchester City 1, Monaco 0. And Kevin De Bruyne looks like he's showing no signs of slowing down. He did in the first season and possibly in the second season. But this season, back heel into Stones. Stones, De Bruyne. Picked up by Savio. Stones. Crossed in, blocked away there easily by Monaco. Pulled by Stones, really, but good recoveries and lucky not to win it back. Counter with the ball in behind towards Tammy Abraham. Chased by Rico Lewis. He's away from Rico. Here's Tammy Abraham, the former Roma and Chelsea man. Abraham. Stones gets a foot in. Brilliant from Stones. Wide to Stones. City working it well. Stones. Oh, into De Bruyne. That's the right pass, actually. Difficult one to pull off. And now they counter. Here's Gerard Bowen. One ball in behind. We've got one man at the back here. Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham! And Monaco equalise. Oh, my word. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Stone's the only man at the back. Couldn't get across, and Abraham puts it past Edison. We do concede. Well, we've had a lot of chances. It's been all us. Monaco make it 1-1 in the Champions League. Poor goal to concede when you've dominated a game like we have as well. Savio for City. And that is half-time, is it? Manchester City. All level 1-1 at Monaco. Monaco have had, what, 2 shots, maybe only 1. They've had a few chances, but only 1 real shot, and it's gone in. And that's disappointing. Eze slowed it at the office. He had a good chance that he couldn't beat the man. Savio again, gives it away. Monaco can counter now. They've got options. Tammy Abraham wide. Terrible pass, and Akanji gets it back forward to Grealish. Jack Grealish in behind towards Erling Haaland here. Haaland. De Bruyne. Eze! Oh! Eze still! Eze still! He had to pull the trigger the first time, really. Vardio, well played. Zubimendi. Over to Stones. Into Savio. Option in the box here for Savio. Haaland is one of them. Haaland across the near post here. Into the goalkeeper, Livakovic. Eze. Eze for City. Done well to get out a bit of space there, Eze. It was a bad pass. Get away with it, Rico Lewis. Lovely spin by Rico. Trouble for the opposition, Lewis here. Lewis through to Haaland. Haaland pulls it back. Eze with a chance here. Oh, Eze over the bar. Edison over to Grealish with loads of space here. Grealish. Grealish into Alvarez. Haaland. De Bruyne. Into Alvarez here. Alvarez takes it. Alvarez! Oh, good defending by Monaco. Just cuts it out. Mateusz Nunes. Oh, brilliant from Mateusz Nunes here. Wide toward Oscar Bob. Bob. Oh. Killed the move there, Oscar Bob, after wonderful from Mateusz Nunes. Wonderful play. St. Maximin. St. Maximin. Tammy Abraham, Akanji with a big challenge and away. Foul by the Monaco player. Yellow card for the midfielder. Wide to Oscar Bob. Bob. Dispossessed again by the fullback. I think it's Singo. Stones. 1 added minute here. City last chance here. Grealish. Into Haaland. Just can't get there, Haaland. Bowen gets it away. And that is full time. We end the episode with a 1-1 draw away at Monaco. Can't outdo them in the Champions League. I think if you look at the stats, we had all the chances. We couldn't finish the chances. Monaco get 1 chance and score it. And that's disappointing. Well, apparently we only had 4 shots all game. 232 passes attempted to their 80. 9 tackles, but we couldn't get the win. Performance-wise, EA Sports giving a match to Jack Grealish with 7.9. I'll have to agree with him, really. I thought he was good off that left-hand side. Got an assist. De Bruyne was decent as well, and Akanji. But go on, Jack Grealish can have that. That's going to today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like the video if you haven't already. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new. See you guys next time.